Since technology changing rapidly around the world, we will discuss the innovation and progress in technology in terms of social control. Social control builds increasingly upon technology in the contemporary world. There is two essential dimensions that social control technology involves are hardware and software. Hardware includes weapon, vehicle communication devices, surveillance system, test instruments, laboratory facilities, and other high-tech equipment used in crime control. Software involves ideas for issues that range from organization to a police force, recruitment of law enforcement officers, training of correctional personnel, institutionalization of a legal procedure, and adoption of certain processing strategies. Hardware dimensions focuses on expanding forensic science. First forensic laboratory was created in the Los Angeles Police Department in 1924. The National Law Enforcement and Correction Technology Center is another important development in control hardware dimensions. The center provides 5 critical services. It brings science and technology with law enforcement creational practices.
There are 4 major contrasts that social control is faced with. It includes lack of technology versus a plethora of technology, low-level technology versus high-level technology, commonsensical wisdom versus artificial intelligence, and developing context versus developed equipment. First, a social control situation or network lacking technology exposes its weaknesses or demonstrates its strengths in comparison with the social control scene or system full of technology. There are advantages and disadvantages to this. The advantages are when police officers have to walk on foot to patrol a limited area, while traffickers use land vehicles, sea boats, or even airplanes to transport hostages and etc. The disadvantages are the site that has a great deal of technology compared to its counterpart that lacks technology. Second contrast of low-level technology versus high-level technology is probably more prevalent that of a complete lack of technology versus an abundance of technology, because the use of technology has expanded to almost every corner of the world. In rural areas, police officers ride bicycles, use flashlights, or depend on traditional wired telephone services when they are on duty in crime prevention intervention, whereas city law enforcement agents bear high-precision firearms, wear bulletproof vests, ensuring public safety and maintain general social order. Third, the contrast of commonsensical wisdom versus artificial intelligence figures in the debate because an absolute absence or a differential presence of technology not only defines the setting in which crime takes place, but also determines the way by which social control reacts to crime. Technology is human creation. Finally, the contrast of developing context versus developed environment is critical because to a large degree it affects the first 3 comparisons. In a developing society, technology is likely to be either non-existent or at a low level. There can be acute needs for technology in general and its higher-end products in particular, or there can be no need for technology at all. Resources for the acquisition of technology are likely to be lacking, while infrastructure for the use of technology remains inadequate. For social control agents and agencies are turned to the operation by way of technology. In fact, as technology is widely available and criminal elements are often savvy in the application of the most recent scientific inventions, law enforcement functions properly only with adequate aid from technology and its higher-end products. Obviously, it is most problematic when a social control system of no or low-level technology is overwhelmed by criminal groups who have access to higher-end technology. A police force that is highly dependent upon automobiles may suddenly lose its ability to pursue a suspect who abandons his or her vehicle and runs on foot into a forest. Mismatches between various contrasting forces call for a synthesis of the both sides.
Synthesis. A change of technology in most social control contexts involves an increase in hardware and the upgrade of software. The importance of technology is most apparent in emerging societies. The reasons are simple. A. Emerging societies are faced with rising devices, crime, and social problems. B. They do not have much technology to begin with. And C. Technology is at the center of their socio-economic emergencies. Borrowing, importing, and learning obviously bring closer different sides, making social control system more similar across the world. To achieve a true synthesis, however, both sides must remain committed to each other's learning with a totally open attitude. Specifically, borrowers, importers, or learners in law enforcement need to explore the past, understand the present, and look to the future when they decide what technology and how much technology they can incorporate into their social control system. In all, a new synthesis in social control technology hinges upon a fusion between tradition and modernity, between common sensual wisdom and artificial intelligence, and between the present and the future, as well as cooperating among different players such as inventors, producers, distributors, and users in the social construction of a new fascinating international system of technology in law enforcement.
This was the end of our presentation. Hope everyone liked it, and we just conclude the presentation of Chapter 13. Thank you. Good luck.